Hi gardeners, landscape designers. Today I'm going to go step by step through the process of building a small waterfall. We've had a small pond in the backyard that I want to convert into a waterfall that will add design to the backyard garden and create more pleasing water sounds for the garden. Here is our little pond that we had going previously, and it was a nice little pond with a little sprayer in the middle, but I want more water sounds, and the waterfall will provide that and also look very pleasing in the garden. I have this pile of stone that I got cheap on an auction. That is stone that's designed to make stone walls out of it, so it's flat on one side and rough on the other. And I'm going to use that for the border around the pond itself, and also to build up the back where the waterfall is going. I'm using this waterfall spillway at the top. I've got it set up so the waterfall will be about 12 inches into the pond. And this will sit on this block that's about the right height. I've also glued on a piece of pond liner to the front. The stone is actually going to go over this liner. That way that if there's any back drip from the waterfall, it will drain into the pond instead of leaking out. The next step is to build up the stone on the back here over the pond liner and figure out how I'm going to design that. After I'm all done, I'll cut off the excess pond liner piece. So the stone in the back goes over the piece of pond liner, but at the very edges you want the stone to be under the liner, so it creates a lip to make sure any water that collects in the back drains into the pond, not out of the pond. That goes on top, and the same thing on the other side. Now I have the back wall built up with the keystone blocks and the front wall built up with the flagstone. In between these two, I have a gap here that I'm going to fill in with rock and some powdered mortar that I'll wet down, and it will help hold all of this together. Later on, we're going to add some waterfall foam to the front cracks to also help secure the stones together. Before I get too far along here, I want to make sure that I've got my hose threaded through the hole that's going to go from the pump up to the waterfall spillway. And before I get too far along here, I'm going to test out my pump and waterfall spillway system, make sure that it's all working according to plan. You want to make sure that your pump isn't too small or isn't too big. If it's too big, you're going to get water splashing all over, and it's not going to last very long. Here goes the test. Well, that looks like it works just fine. I may go up a pump. This is a 325 gallons per hour pump, and I could go up to a 425. We'll test that one out also. This one will do just fine. This is a 425 gallons per hour pump.